David Veens, the chef who told authorities that he accidentally killed his wife and cooked her body to dispose of it, was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison on Friday. Veens was convicted last year of second-degree murder in the death of his wife, Dawn. He has since fired his attorney. He spoke for about 40 minutes in a failed bid to persuade Superior Court Judge Rand S. Rubin to give him a new trial. "I loved my wife. I didn't cook my wife," he said. In a sentencing memo, prosecutors called Veens a liar and a manipulator and said he had a history of narcotics-related crimes before the 2009 slaying. While living in Vermont, prosecutors said in court papers, Veens was convicted in 2003 of a federal drug-related charge. Instead of reporting to serve a 4-month sentence, he fled to Mexico, prosecutors said. He eventually surrendered. In 2005, he was convicted in Florida on a federal marijuana charge, according to court papers. In October 2009, Veens' 39-year-old wife vanished. Her body has never been found, and Deputy District Attorney Deborah Bursill suggested that was because Veens wanted to conceal how she was killed. Testimony painted their marriage as disintegrating, with Dawn Veens telling one friend her husband had choked her and David Veens telling another friend he wanted to kill that bitch. Shortly after his wife disappeared, David Veens started dating a 23-year-old waitress who worked at his Lomita restaurant, Time Contemporary Cafe. He told friends and police that his wife had run off. He also sent fake text messages from his wife's phone to her friends, prosecutors said, one of which said she was in Florida. But Dawn Veens' sister, Dana Popine, suspected that something was awry. She filed a missing persons report. In February 2011, when David Veens learned that investigators suspected he'd played a role in his wife's disappearance, he leaped off an 80-foot cliff in Rancho Palos Verdes. From his hospital bed, Veens gave a dramatic recorded confession to investigators. Veens said he duct-taped his wife's mouth and bound her hands and feet, as he had done at least twice before to silence her histrionics. Then Veens fell asleep. Hours later, "I woke up. I panicked," he told investigators. Why? She was hard. According to his then defense attorney, Fred Mercury, Veens felt that no one would believe the death was an accident, so the chef tossed his wife's body into a dumpster at his restaurant. This version dovetailed with what Veens told his daughter and ex-girlfriend, both of whom testified during the 8-day trial, and what he initially told authorities. But in a second interview, Veens gave them a far more jarring account of what happened to his wife's 105-pound body. "I cooked her 4 days. I let her cool. I strained it out," he said. He dumped what remained in the trash. Though Veens told authorities that he stashed his wife's skull in his mother's attic, he added that he was confused because of these dreams and stuff I've had. Authorities never found the skull, and a defense expert intimated that the cocktail of drugs doctors gave Veens could have impaired his memory. Veens' attorney dismissed the cooking story as too fantastic to believe. But in their memo, prosecutors said Veens had a clear motive to leave no trace of his wife. In disposing of her body, they said in court papers, the defendant disposed of all evidence regarding her cause of death.